Hello friends, good morning. Let us continue our studies of financial management. Today we are going to extend our journey of capitalization. So in this particular session we are going to learn the types of capitalization. Friends, when you do the capital formation for your company, you land up into three different situations. Either you become an overcapitalized fund, either you become an undercapitalized firm, or either you become a fair capitalized firm. So yes, these are the three types of capitalization. So overcapitalization is the presence of excess fund than the level and requirement of a business organization. I mean to say, sometimes in the process of capital formation, you resist increased amount of capital than the level and requirement, because of which your liability increases. Your liability for making the payment increases, your liability for making the dividend distribution increases. However, you have availability of those excess funds without having its proper utilization. This is not a good situation for business, and hence when you are raising the capital, you should not just eye upon whether it is possible to raise and go on raising. You have to always eye upon the liability that is also increasing out of this journey and has to ensure the fair amount of capital formation. So our second capitalization type is undercapitalization. Undercapitalization is the situation wherein in the process of capital formation, the firm has raised the capital too conservatively that it has the presence of lower capital than the level and requirement of a business organization. So undercapitalization is the situation wherein you are very tight or you are very conservative when raising the sources of capital to ensure the business sufficiency for fixed asset requirements. But such a tightness will not leave upon any scope for you to capitalize upon the business opportunity that might pop up in days to come. So undercapitalization is also not good for the business. Then comes the third type of capitalization, that is fair capitalization. Yes friends, this is the type which is ideal in nature. So fair capitalization is the situation wherein the capital raised by a business organization is similar to the amount of capital that they are in requirements. So this is the ideal situation that every business or every finance manager is eyeing upon. But talking about fair capitalization and getting on the fair capitalization is a different story. It's just like you are on the sky wrappers and you have to ensure that things happens the way you want, but it's not exactly the reality. Taking on to the next, if undercapitalization happens, what are the things that you should do? So these are the reasons of why undercapitalization happens. Number one, wrong estimation of earnings, unexpected or windfall profits, monopolistic business situations, conservative dividend policy, or constant modernization and upgradation of assets. If this happens, you have to give some solutions to it. So the remedies for undercapitalization are issue of bonus shares and splitting of shares. Similarly, if your organization lands up into overcapitalization, these may be some of the reasons. Number one, assets might have been purchased at a very inflated prices, or company might have paid huge amount of money during the inception of its capital formation in the process of acquisition of intangible assets like goodwills, patents, copyrights, etc. Or overcapitalization can also happen because of company might have raised excess amount of funds just to take the advantage of good market conditions. Lastly, wrong estimation of earning or amount can also lead to overcapitalization. Several remedies to the same are repayment of debt, repayment of preference shares, reduction in the face value of shares, and buyback of equity shares. Friends, these are the things through which you can raise capital, and these are the types of capitalization. So try to answer the question of explaining the capitalization types. Thank you for watching the video and keep eye upon my further videos. Thank you.